Now, Mr. Eddie Cross, which lines did he cross, or who did he cross? We see him now being laid on a social media cross. What is happening? What did the guy do there? What has he done? Remember, Eddie Cross, I don't know if the guys are still called the Triple C, or maybe they're just playing the CD. Because in a political party in Zimbabwe, there is no longer political parties. There is only opposition. So we see headlines like this one here. Eddie Cross apologizes to Mnangagwa while ignoring his own expose on President's Rhodesia arrest myth. He offers an official so-called formal apology. We're gonna go there. Yes. Now, Eddie Cross is accused of having performed grand corruption. Yes, like television corruption. Like the data you're telling people, come on, man. That is corruption of information. Now, this one is not interesting. Mnangagwa in health scare. Geza launches new Mnangagwa strategy to oust who? Mnangagwa. What is the strategy, fellow Zimbabweans? Nothing is not happening. Something is definitely happening. That's why we're seeing these giants. These giants actually shaking in Zimbabwe. As we are seeing tension unraveling as these scenes are unfolding. We see this economist, former presidential confidante Eddie Cross, standing at the stage of a pipe of his own making in a breathtaking reversal. The man who penned President Emmerson Mnangagwa's own official biography is the word, now bows his head in formal apology. And his target, boom, the very first family he had only days ago accused of a grand scale corruption on a television stage. And his words, sharp as daggers, standing tall, as in bold speech, no staggering, no stutters, sliding through the fragile veneer of power. Now in a stunning climb down, we see Cross admitting defeat. His claims, those fiery allegations that had set Zimbabwe ablaze with whispers of outrage, where he said to have confessed unsubstantiated, hollow, mere rumors carried on, not by the wind, like the rumors themselves, they are the wind. Normally, that is what are things that are not normally happen. They are carried by the wind. But now we see him has to issue an apology. Oh my God. Anyways, anybody who apologizes, that's great. What we know for sure is that these words landed like a thunderclap, but they carried an eerie silence too, a silence that would be hiding contradictions, the contradictions that are being contradicted, like refusing to face the contradictions. For this was the same Eddie Cross who had once dared to question Mnangagwa's secret liberation war credentials, casting doubt on the president's Rhodesian era arrest story in his own writing. That omission now loomed large, a shadow he could not outrun. The backlash was swift, unrelenting, a storming of voices from the ashes of his retreat, branding him a hypocrite, a turncoat, a man undone by his own selective contribution. Now we see reactions coming from Twitter, interesting reactions. Honorable Job Sikala, the battle-scarred opposition warrior, isn't he? A former political prisoner who knew the sting of persecution, rode with Ferry. You called me names when I was persecuted under incarceration, but these people calling me a street kid at the cross. Bazokupinza busy ka Eddie. That's what happens in life when you don't know. We see his words dripping with venom, a warning from a man who had walked through the fire. Now, Kauton Wende, one of the members of parliament, in the city, Triple C official. Yes, Triple C is still there. Oh, okay. I do know, but I don't know. Now, at the cross, Uyu, Akuita Kungi, the Zimbabwe party, after he lied during a NEC meeting that he saw me driving a truck full of youths that assaulted the Honorable Coupe in Bulawayo. This time I was actually in Namibia. So who is speaking against the list? Don't worry, the list is going. Why is he doing that? Remember at the cross, a fellow Zimbabwe is getting at the cross has crossbreed. Uyuyu murungu uyuyu sikaisusu of course murungu ndo Timothy Stems angari minister of health. Uyu ndo zauti at least are better than mayor kwa Harare anopanya Zimbabwe. I don't know what normal person, there's no normal person who can demolish a house, anybody's house, representing whatever they be representing, especially kanatori mayor, because paru demolishira muni baboga a pastor mori paki and a pastor mori double allocation. Like I cannot say I can't use the word satanism. That is exactly what it is. Those who are Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Now we see Kauton Wende speaking. Then Dr. Walter Mzembi, Minister of Tourism. Yes, the guy was actually a good minister. I fit on a former cabinet minister, one of the ministers who was just respected outside. And yes, he would be delivering. He writes, he takes Mnangagwa at the cross, set us on an irrevocable collision course with you to this day. When he addressed the Cape Town Press Club 6 years ago and made this treason house, his words trailed off, heavy with the weight of betrayal, a wound still bleeding after all these years. That's another story. There we see Mr. Walter Mzembe writing with nice punctuation. I have to repeat this one. The cross set us on an irrevocable collision course with you to this day. Like cross did set us. This is Mzembe writing this. when he addressed Cape Town Press Club 6 years ago and made this treasonous. His words trailed off, heavy with the weight of betrayal, a wound still bleeding after these years. That would be something else. Is it the Cape Town meeting between the G40 and the MDC40 before alliance? Other people that are been the busy at the cross wachona has brought mess upon himself. Hypocrisy is the lowest form of uselessness that a man can do. There's a huge price to pay for choosing the wrong side in times of conflict. This is interesting. Is it a plot twist? It's a revelation that we will expand on in another video. Right about now, I'm going to sign out with this. Dr. Clarence, TV7 Live, broadcasting from the nation of Zimbabwe, Africa. Let's leave this one there. We'll be back again at 1 p.m. By 1 p.m., something would have happened.